Alright, hello, and welcome. Can I post, or am I still blocked? You won't be able to do things like upload for 2 weeks. What the fuck? Oh, if this happens again. Okay. Maybe I'll just get banned. I'd like to just get banned. Just ban me. How about, I don't know. Okay, but we got a Chud. We have this Chud here, Tax Brass. He kind of sounds a little bit autistic and gay. And I don't know what he is, some libertarian. I think he's like a libertarian. I don't know. Let's oh, okay. Which is kind of embarrassing. Like, what would he have even said? I don't know. But let's see his video. So I'm gonna watch this one. This is the Fuentes one. About economics. They love talking about commies and socialists all day. A bit ironic. Like, okay, you'll hear this guy talk. He does not sound like a normal human being. This was also just proven false, by the way. So this is just misinformation. Great channel. But he was probably one of those people who had to post on it day one. Also, non-content. What is this non-content? Yes, and this is there's a guy who actually did a video on this who did it way better. So he just stole from the guy who did it way better. Private equity. It's the Jim Yang or something. It's like private equity is buying up. Yeah, it's this guy, Jen. He did the video way better. This is like actually decent quality video. Every video should be like this. I know I'm saying that, but like I'm not actually trying to make YouTube videos, okay? I'm gonna get banned and then that's gonna be it. And I'm gonna fuck off and have a real job and then probably delete my channel. Mr. House sucks. And it's just the lowest tier stuff. He's trying so hard to get clicks. Like, he's making the lowest hanging fruit. Okay, but let's.
I did plenty of 30-year-old fish in the sea for you guys, okay? Because I'm in the shallow end of the pool. Because I'm in the shallow end of the pool. Looking for them hoes that can't swim.
Women don't age like wine, they age like milk. So
here I am, like, hey, listen, guys.
First of all, great way to represent the opposition by pitch shifting them and speeding them up, slowing them down, so they can't even make their point in a normal voice. That's not really good. Not really good content. Not really good representation. That's not honest journalism, if you ask me.
you turn 21, you find yourself a 16-year-old boy.
He says that like that's dramatic, but that's literally how history has worked for thousands of years. So all these mod traditionalists who are like, I'm traditional, and yet when you make them confront the uneasy fact that, yeah, the age of consent is 16 in most of the world, and people used to get married young. It's like, oh my gosh, pedophile, dude. It's like, no, actually, you're just not ready to face the fact that this is how history and human societies that were flourishing and productive, how they worked for many, many years, okay? And obviously, he's being tongue-in-cheek, right? So he's like, oh my gosh, he said 16-year-old, dude. He's being funny, okay? So, like, this isn't even a gotcha, because obviously he's being funny here. Like, this is obviously a edgy, so I don't even know. It's a joke. Like, what a pussy fag. Like, holy fuck. Oh my gosh, he made a pedophile joke. He's evil, guys. This guy's a bad person. He's no different from this is no different from a leftist mindset. Oh, he said a bad thing. Oh, pedophile. It's like, dude, obviously it's a joke. He's being edgy on purpose. You don't go to Nick Fuentes because you want the safe, like, politically correct take, okay? There's 18 million other channels for that.
Hello, my friend.
So what are these? Kaguro. Oh no, he liked the tweet. Go on, this is funny. Can you prove that's Fuentes? Whoa. Yeah, I mean, I've heard about this. I also heard about that.
Schizophrenic viewer base. If you've been watching my fucking cool Kino content for a while, you might have caught on that I utterly despise Nick Fuentes and his army of retarded groypers. Today, I'd like to kind of explain why. This is my case against Nick Fuentes.
Alright.
Now, before we start...
Now, starting off with this, like, I get he's trying to be, like, edgy or whatever, but not really. There was nothing funny about the opener. Not really. He just put a bunch of, like, aggressive filters and, like, meme sound effects, but that wasn't actually funny. That was just an attempt at slandering your opponent and, like, it's priming your audience to hate them before you've even presented your case. You don't do that and do, like, a big meme compilation of trying to humiliate them and then be like, oh, I'm just trying to present my case, guys. Like, pick one or the other, right? If you want to do a roast, do a roast. Nobody's asking you to be fair. Do a whole on roast. Actually be funny, right? Just saying. Or do, like, a serious, here's my serious hat, commentary, critical thought. Like, you can't have it both ways. You got to choose which one you're going to do and commit to it. But not this halfway, oh, guys, I'm just trying to present my case over here, guys. Like, get out of here.
I'd like to get ahead of all of the inevitable comments and knee-jerk reactions that a lot of you might have. Jax Brass, Nick is actually really heckin' based, actually.
This is like lampshading. He's trying to dismount or dissolve criticism before you've even gotten into the content, which is, like, not something that you should do generally. Like, you don't start your debate with rebuttals. That's not something you should really do unless there's like a really, really common one that you need to address right out of the gate.
Doesn't like Jews and says fucking and whatnot, dude. He talks about race. He's so frickin' based. I don't care if he doesn't like Jews or blacks. He's a gay Mexican pedophile communist. Why is this so frickin' complicated to understand? I don't care that
he's a pedophile communist. This is like when left-wing people call anyone they don't like a Nazi. He's not, first of all, he's not brown. He's obviously not brown. Second of all, having 25% Mexican doesn't make you a Mexican. Because you could look at like most of people in America and Canada, and some of them are gonna have like, oh, I'm 12% this, I'm 25% that. It's like this, like, purity spiraling over white, well, like what makes someone. It's also just irrelevant and irrespective of the position. Like, it's literally just an ad hominem to be like, oh yeah, well, you're 12% this. It's like, okay, maybe, but are you going to make an argument on why you shouldn't listen to me? Are you going to say, well, are you going to make some kind of, like, race realist argument that, you know, my race is going to influence my loyalty or my positions on immigration, and that's going to have downstream effects towards my politics? You could make that argument, but you could also just look at the positions and see what he's promoting. Because someone like Nick has been consistent for many, many years. So you can just go listen to his positions and what he says. So you have people like this who apparently they don't care about, I don't care about browns, I don't care about blacks, I don't care about Jews, but also they want a purity spiral over what it means to be white. And my general consensus right now is we can't really afford the autism spurging purity spiraling over, oh well, he's only 80% white, he's not like, first of all, what's the threshold? Do we have any definitive threshold? He looks white enough to me. He's smart, he's educated, he's put together, he's, articulate, looks pretty white, acts pretty white, like he's, and if someone has like 12% or like 25% of a specific minority, does that now make you a minority? What about the other 75%? What about the other 50%? So there's no standard, there's no consistent line. Everyone has their own definition of what white is. Everyone has their own definition of what percentage you need to be legitimate. It's just like a low tier ad hominem as well. It's like, oh yeah, well you're brown, so everything you said irrelevant. It's like, this is like playground, and it's just out of fashion too. Like, we live in a country that's overrun with south of the equator, brown 85 IQ immigrants. Do we really have time to purity spiral about whether a guy is white enough, or if the French are white, or if Italians are white, or the Irish are white? Like, do we really have the time to afford this? Like, I would gladly take a majority French, Italian, Anglo, Hellenic America. I would gladly put up with a little bit of French influence in my country, because right now we can't afford to really go into that level of scrutiny. We're being overrun with brown people. So it's out of flavor, because the current condition that we're in is one where we're being overrun with extremely brown people. So we don't have the luxury to be racist towards other groups of white people and half whites and whatnot. I think we gotta be a little more pragmatic. And yeah, once we have a majority white country again, then we can spur and tism out about whether someone's white enough. So it just seems like non-productive purity spiraling. It's just basically a form of ad hominem that ignores the positions. And I think especially for someone like Nick, it's like, yeah, I don't know, he seems white enough. Like, some people, it just seems like spurging. I don't get it. Or I don't get it when people spurg into, he needs to be, fully white for him to. It's also like, Nick isn't even a white nationalist. Like, he won't say that. He's a nationalist, and he identifies mostly as white, and he sympathizes with white identitarians, but he's not like a strict white nationalist in the same way that some Twitter spurg would be, right? Like, he doesn't really move like that. So if you're gonna be like, oh yeah, well, Nick says is all racist and white people, but actually he's Mexican. It's like, well, okay, but that's actually consistent, because Nick doesn't really push white nationalism. And if you can't see that, then maybe you just haven't been listening to Nick and you don't know his positions. And you're just you're just painting him with the same broad-stroked, glossy brush that a leftist would, where they just label everyone a white supremacist Nazi. Well, he's actually not a Nazi, and he's not a white supremacist, because those have specific meanings, right? And he is quite consistent and clear and articulate, and he's like, nope, I'm not part of that. I'm a nationalist. I'm pro-America. We should sympathize with some of the white identitarian issues and premises, but he's not going to be like, everyone in the country needs to be X amount white and nobody else should have rights or political influence. I don't think he says that. I think he's more just focused. That's my general thing too, is can we start with ending the demonization and the blatant racism against white people? and get rid of the brown people? Can we do that first? I think there's a bucket load of issues that come before spurging out about specific, like purity spiraling over whiteness. It's just, I don't know. I'm not super like obsessed with the white thing. I think there's a lot of anti-white racism and propaganda that comes from, liberal Jewish media. But I don't, my main alliance and motivating ideology is not whiteness. Because, yeah, there are some white trailer trash. There are some fucking white clowns. There's white cucks who are running around trying to take the country down, right? Working with the enemy. So no, I don't identify with every single white person and then make that my make or break for my entire politics. It's called having some nuance, right? So that's the Mexican thing. Gay, I mean, sure, I would generally agree with Kinsley, who denotes it more of a spectrum. I don't think it's as black and white as like, oh, he's gay, dude. Unless it's like something actually like straight up gay. So the whole catboy thing, femboy thing, yeah, that's probably not good. I don't think that's good, but I think if you're gonna look for someone with 0 skeletons in their closet too, I think you're a bit out to lunch. That's the first thing. Second thing, I think we also just kind of like live in a very gay culture now. All the men are very effeminate. There's like porn addiction everywhere. So I see it more as like a coincidental, emergent thing that just emerges out of the time that we live in and our circumstance. Like, I think it's more people than we'd like to admit. Like, I think it's pretty normal for people to be into quasi-gay femboy shit. I think that's kind of normal. Not saying that it's good, but it's just, to me, that doesn't turn me away instantly and doesn't make me go like, oh my gosh, it's a guy and he watched like a gay porn thing once. Oh my gosh. It's like, yeah, unfortunately, that's a lot of people. A lot of people have weird fetishes. A lot of people are like gay adjacent. And then there's also like some of it's like meme stuff. I also don't know like how much of it is meme stuff exactly. How much of it is like actually gay, and how much of it is just like men thinking being gay is funny and then like hyping it up and posting it, and how much of it is just like porn addiction. It's also like I'm more interested in the positions, not digging up every single skeleton that a person has, because if you did that, then you just throw away all, like, what are we going to do? Okay, so we're going to throw away all of the advocates for our positions and beliefs out of a sense of ad hoministic purity spiraling. Because who else is representing real, sensible, articulate right-wing politics? Really nobody. You have a bunch of shills in the White House, and you have a bunch of retards like Dan Bilzerian. You have a bunch of, like, spurgs and weirdos like Bronze Age pervert, a bunch of Jews, Adam Smith libertarianism. Like, that's the other thing is you like this, brass tacks guy. He probably supports like middle of the road, like, yeah man, just like smaller government libertarianism. Just don't tread on me. Just leave me alone. Let me jerk off in peace. I don't like censorship, bro. I just want to leave me alone. Do whatever you want to do. It's not for me, but people should be allowed to do what they want to do. Small government, man. Like, he's probably one of these like super low tier libertarians, and it's like we kind of actually need someone who has some charisma, has a following, and has sensible politics that actually, represent a real position that would help us, not just like cut out, not just like pathetic cut out libertarianism or like impotent Israel hating. Like, we need someone to rep our team is what I'm trying to say. And if you go and look for every skeleton, like, listen, everyone on the internet has skeletons. Everybody, okay? Like, everybody sins. Everybody's got something going on. And like, yeah, okay, he sent like 12 years ago, he sent some edgy femboy stuff. Oh, boo-hoo. It's like if you've never made a gay joke with your friends, you've never like, I don't know. It's just I just don't take it that seriously. I'm not like I don't think it's that. I think it's more a product of the time that we live in. And it's like it's missing the larger point, which is like let's look at the politics and the position. Let's look at and I don't think Nick's even that bad. Like is Nick like, "Oh my gosh, he's scandalous," you know? Like not really. He hasn't what has he really done? He's like sent some edgy all cat girl or cat boy date. It's like, come on, dude. Like, really? That's it. You have actual pedophiles out here. You have actual rapists. You have, serial molesters. You have guys with no money, guys on massive drug addictions. You have, non-Christians. You have pagans and witches. And you're going to get mad. And actual gay dudes, by the way. Tons of them. A bunch of roid heads. Or just a bunch of impotent, useless, autistic nothings who can't produce anything of value. And they're going to, like, tear down one of the few people actually trying to, do political, commentary, analysis, and truth-telling. It's kind of like, okay, you're kind of useless. And you're trying to tear down one of the only actual good things repping the position. Now, would I look to Nick Fuentes as, like, a male role model? No. But that's also not what he's there for. He's there to do politics. That's his thing. And he does a pretty good job at it. He's pretty smart. He's pretty articulate. He's good at breaking down the text and the subtext behind the articles and predictions. And he's usually right. And he's overall got good positions. I disagree with him on his Catholicism and among various other things. Some minute details, like I don't know if I'm a nationalist per se. I don't know if that's the locus of my politics, but you can't purity spiral and do this pejorative slandering. It's just not productive, and it's not even really true. I feel like if you looked at Nick and put him, if we're judging him based on character now, which again is like besides the point of his politics, but if we're judging him on character, is Nick even really that bad? Like, is Nick, if you put Nick next to like 12 other 20-year-olds, does he really stand out as like a bad guy? Like, no, he's smart, he's articulate, he's polite, he's in good shape, he's good looking, he's a Catholic. Like, I don't know, like, okay, that's not good enough for you. You need like every little he can never have ever sent a mean tweet or ever said an edgy porn quasi gay thing. Like, I don't know, just like there's that. Also, you're just being now like a white purist overly. Oh, he's 25% Mexican, bro. Oh, got him. GG. It's like, okay. Then what'd he say?
Mexican pedophile commune.
He's not a pedophile. 16 is legal in like most states and most countries, so you're just definitionally false. Also, I hate this right-wing obsession with pedophilia. Everyone's obsessed with pedophilia, and you know how to make a right-wing person a left-wing is, think about it, like when the right-wing person spurgs about pedophilia, they're no different than like a leftist, like championing social justice, and like immediately the right-wing person when it comes to pedophilia, there's a few of them, and this guy's one of them, they become women. They become these like, oh, think of the children, and oh my gosh, that's too much of an age gap. Oh, it's a 17-year-old. Oh, it's pedophilia. It's like, first of all, that's legal in most countries, so you can whine and complain and say, that's wrong, that shouldn't be. But it's legal, so it's definitionally you're wrong. You're just, A, you're wrong, but B, you're going to argue like, it's this huge deal that guys are dating like 17-year-olds and then, oh, she turns 18 and then boom, she's fine. It's like, and these people have no basis for their morals anyway, right? They're no different than a leftist thinking that like trans rights exist. You're no different unless you're going to argue from the Bible or argue from a real worldview, not your low tier, low resolution libertarian slop. Then you need to come up with like a real argument as to why dating a 17-year-old is evil, right? It's just stupid. And so there's no actual position there. It's a pejorative, It's a throwaway pejorative to slander anyone that they don't like, which is the equivalent of a left-wing person calling a right-wing a Nazi. Oh, he's a Nazi. Pedophile. It's just like, it's just slop. It's slander. It's not. And again, like, is dating a 17-year-old the worst crime known to man? Oh my gosh. Dating a 17... Oh, that's rape. It's like, come on, dude. Like, come on. I don't know. And yeah, you have all these edgy, right-wing nut jobs who want to post Hitler memes all day. But then they'll piss their panties and they'll get all defensive and cry and think of the children. Think of the children on Twitter. Over the 17-year-olds. Oh, you're a pedophile. Andrew Tate's a pedophile. Da, 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 da. No, I just hate Andrew Tate because he's a Romanian gay, and he is gay because he was texting men pretending to be the woman with the keyboard. There's a story. Zerka was the one who first mentioned it, and then everyone else picked up on it, but it's true, and that's pretty gay. And he's generally just a scammer and a self-interested, stupid Islamist. I don't like Islam. I don't like that you built your career off of scamming men. I don't like that you are bald and kind of ugly. You're just kind of gross to look at. At least Nick is decent looking for, compared to most people. Most of you fucking chuds anyway. So, I don't know. What else? And a communist. How the fuck is he a communist? He's not a communist. Are you serious? Like, do you even know what these words mean? Like, how the fuck is Nick Fuentes a communist? What a retarded take. I'm not even going to respond. Like, how do I even respond to that? How's Nick is the opposite of a communist. Like, what freaking world are you living in? Anything that's not total free market, he's going to be like, he's against free trade. That makes him a communist. Like, what a total retard. Incapable of nuance. Anything that you don't like or anything that is slightly against your position. Oh, communist. It's like, okay, so that's how you know this is just going to be the lowest tier garbage take known to man.
Why is this so freaking complicated to understand? I don't care that he's based on a subset of social issues. He's a degenerate who wants a society...
Is he a degenerate? Is he really? Like, so 10 years ago, he has like a few Discord funny tweets, funny edgy porn tweets, which all of you do, by the way. All of you are on Discord and on your stupid Snapchat and on your fucking thing, on your porn sites 8 hours a day. Don't fucking fuck with me, this whole moral high horse bullshit that these Gen Z guys want to do. And they want to go, oh, Nick's a degenerate. Oh, you're all on porn all day. You're all messaging each other on your stupid Discord apps, on your phone, sharing your funny porn shit, okay? Like, sharing your degenerate, Instagram memes with each other. Like, get the fuck out of here with this moral high horse fucking bullshit. It's just, it's sickening. And he's really not. Like, if you've been on the internet for 10 years and the worst is anyone can dig up is like something you did 8-10 years ago, then that's actually pretty good. That's not degenerate.
I and any rational person would consider...
yes, any rational person. This is like the total lack of self-awareness. You see, if everyone was rational, they'd just have my position. Yes, it's totally obvious to me and any rational person. Okay, bud.
Why is this so freaking complicated to understand? I don't care
like those stupid millennials. Why is it so freaking complicated, dude? Like the annoying millennial speak. Why is it so freaking complicated?
It's based on a subset of social issues. He's a degenerate who wants a society that I and any rational person would consider deeply evil. And so does high past time someone systematically dismiss.
So he thinks Nick Fuentes' worldview and political propositions are evil. Watch him literally strawman every single thing Nick Fuentes and blow it up to sound like this big evil thing. Not to mention that people like this have no worldview. You're a stupid libertarian sloppy list. You're useless.
This 5'6".
Okay, now he's also not 5'6". But anyway. I mean, yeah, you can make fun of him for being short, but okay, so now we hate short people. So you're just like, okay, sure. I mean, yeah, we can just hate all short people. Fine, I guess. If that's what you want to do with your life, is like just hate people who are short. So like you'll have people like this, and it's like, so do you hate every incel? You hate every young man who's short? Because like if he hates Nick Fuentes for being 5'6", do you also now hate every guy that's struggling with height? Do you hate every person that's, you know, not Nordic? That, you know, because nobody else. You go to any country that's not white, they're not tall. They're not all 6 foot. I'll tell you that. So now we just hate half of the, you know, rest of the world. Like, I don't know. But whatever, you want to, okay, fine. That's legitimate, you know, that's legitimate. You want to make fun of someone for being short. I would do the same. That's fine.
Federal asset and his cult of
Oh, federal, he's going to do, wow, he's a federal asset. So he's going with the Milo thing. And he's going, why didn't he get arrested for January 6th? I think that's suspicious. And he's going to do a whole monologue about why him not getting arrested for January 6th is suspicious. Even though Nick did a video debunking this already, but whatever.
personality. Let us start with the basics. Who exactly is Nick Fuentes?
He's a guy.
Nick Fuentes is a self-described Zoomer Afro-Latino campus conservative who first came to real public attention for being one of the few people stupid enough to attend Richard Spencer's absolute clusterfuck at Charlottesville. Yes, that Charlottesville. The event that set the right-wing movement back years. The one that was so obviously a honeypot that even Alex Jones was warning people not to go. Nick Fuentes showed up there, and after that brilliant decision, Nick was fired from his job at Right Side.
So is he stupid or is he a Fed? Because the way you're saying it, you're just making him look to be stupid. And yeah, like, that is stupid, but also put this in perspective. He was like an 18-year-old kid with virtually no following. That's like the target audience for this thing. So yeah, of course, when he gets an actual career and like he starts moving up and he starts, you know, absolutely blowing up in the 2020s. Yeah, like he's older, he's wiser, he has something to lose. But you have to put this into the perspective of when it happened as well. He also even said he probably wasn't going to go. So, I mean, it's not like he was totally stupid.
Broadcasting network.
But yes, he should have, sure. I mean, like, that's a mistake. He shouldn't have gone to Charlottesville. I agree.
Dropped out of college and moved back in with his parents. And people are taking political...
Also, like, people making fun of people moving in with their parents, they're the same people who, like, say rent prices are out of control and, like, we need to go back to traditional values. Well, traditional values, people didn't move out to go buy an apartment and pay rent at 18. That's not traditional. So these people, you know, don't even know what tradition is. And then when they see tradition, like families sticking together, they mock it and say, oh, you need to go get an apartment at 18. It's like, okay. So I don't know. He's going to make fun of that, which is really just he's coping and seething that he has to pay rent. And he has to pay like a massive portion of his paycheck to rent because his family life is dysfunctional. And he couldn't live with his parents because he doesn't have a good enough relationship with them, or his mom and dad are too garbage of people for them to actually all live together and get along.
Advice from this guy on strategy? Really? After moving back to mommy's house, Nick partnered up with fellow non-white nationalist James Alsop, Hapa, and that romance didn't last long before Nick and Hapa Downey had a messy divorce involving lawyers and even his sister's dog.
So now he's doing guilt by association. So he's picking on Nick by involving this other, I don't know, James Alsop, okay? But people collaborate, people work together. That doesn't mean you endorse everything about them. So this is not like a thing. I don't know, like, what does this mean?
Then Nick jumped on the...
like, bro did an interview with ABC XYZ. Also, I think this is just AI generated, but... So he's representing Nick. Here's my case why I don't like Nick. Puts an AI image. Great, thank you.
internet blood sports bandwagon, tangling with a few boomers and generally embarrassing himself. And then, in October 2019, came the Groyper Wars, where Nick encouraged his followers to self...
Yeah, I knew it. Milo. He's citing Milo. So he's just going to do a Milo take, where he's just going to throw at every piece of drama, follow up on none of it, not fact check any of it, and then claim it all as fact, and Just, oh, Nick's a Fed. Yeah, okay.
docs in order to ask Charlie Kirk questions about the USS
And
Liberty.
ignore all of his positions, ignore all of his politics. Yeah, and just go straight for these half-assed personal attacks, which aren't even true, and Nick's debunked like most of them.
At Turning Point USA events, which accomplished, of course, nothing at all, and only served to push yet another large conservative institution, this time Turning Point USA, away from his message. This is why Turning Point even now is very knee-jerk opposed to Groypers, compared to other youth conservative organizations like Young Republicans or CRs.
Also, who cares? Is Nick supposed to ally with TPUSA? Is that his fault? Well, what if TPUSA is a cutout or they don't align with his politics? Then yeah, he wouldn't want to align with them. So he's like making fun of him for not being buddies with TPUSA, but it's like, well, obviously because Nick has different politics, right? So this is just dumb.
Right? So obviously that was
like you openly declare war on like Charlie Kirk and like, I don't like you and I don't like your politics and I think you're a controlled opposition, and then he's like, oh, they can't get along. It's like, yeah, he declared war on him. He doesn't like him because they have different politics. Like what the fuck are you even saying?
super effective strategy whatsoever. It really shouldn't be surprising that the Groyper Wars were a failure, honestly. Nick Fuentes isn't built for war. Look at the guy. This guy's like 5'6", and before.
Okay, so he's gonna like make fun of him for like being small, which like I guess okay, sure. I don't, but is this really like? This is the amazing critique of Nick Fuentes. Oh, guys, he's short. He's 5'6". And he's 25% Mexican. Got him. Like this is lame and this is non-productive. And it's like great, but it's funny. But this belongs on like an Instagram meme that an Indian put together in like 2 minutes. This doesn't belong as like an essay video. This is not real content. This is like slop.
You say
which
that's
is like fine if you want to just be like an edgelord, you know, but just know who you're picking on. You're picking on someone who like actually you're trying to punch up, but you're doing it in like the in the lamest way possible.
not confirmed. Milo Yiannopoulos, another gay grifter, but one who's at least mostly honest about being gay,
How deceptive, eh? He puts this picture with Nick as if they're buddies. They're obviously not.
actually secretly measured Nick's height and confirmed it. 5'6". The man is in the victim height class. Look,
So we're supposed to trust Milo. He just defaults to whatever Milo says as true, which I think Nick disagreed and he said like 5'8". I don't even care, but I'm just like pointing out that this guy's citing Milo as a valid source. Okay, sure.
I don't want to make fun of Fuentes' height, guys. All right, I think that's low.
He just okay. So now he's like backpedaling. Like this is the thing. If you want to do a roast and make fun of someone's appearance, do it, but don't like backpedal and like try to make yourself seem more sophisticated and honest than you actually are. Like just go in for the height thing. Like don't be a fucking pussy about it and be like, oh guys, I don't want to make fun of his height. That would be mean and low hanging. Like what a fag, dude. This is so insufferable.
Fruit. The problem is, Fuentes can't reach that fruit despite how low it is hanging, and so I find that I carry the burden of having to pick it for him. It's not a burden I asked for, but
This is like when a leftist is making fun of a white guy's like, your dick is small, small dick. It's just like unfunny, it's pejorative, it's not even true, and it's kind of crass, and it's not funny. It's like if you're gonna do a roast, at least be funny.
it's a burden
This is not funny.
carry. Nick followed porn star Jenna Jameson on Twitter, very trad cap of him. He allegedly edits his own Wikipedia page to try and make himself seem more prominent than he is. My favorite.
Allegedly, he what does he cite?
He allegedly edits his own.
So he cites a Reddit post. Okay, proof. This is the level. No, this is just what I mean. This is the level of research and the level of quality you're gonna get from guys like this. I'm just saying, right? Like let's be real, guys. Like this is not real content. This is a shit poster, and there's a reason he only has 20K subscribers, right? Which, I mean, I also don't really have subscribers, but I mean, I'm also not a YouTuber. I am just a guy talking into my mic. That's all I am. And if you want to make fun of my production quality, I mean, go right the fuck ahead, I suppose. I don't care.
Wikipedia page to try and make himself seem more prominent than he is. My favorite story about the guy is that he apparently shit his pants while running the mile in high school. This guy's a loser.
Okay. I mean, first of all, we're assuming this is true. The guy's calling him a fascist. Nick is not a fascist. Also, he in this post he says he was like not even really MAGA, and then says he's a fascist. Well, explain that one. I don't. His parents don't bankroll him. They're broke. I also just don't know. Like, maybe this is true, but there's a ton of people who hate Nick, so he's just. This is all hearsay. Oh, I heard a guy said this. A guy said that. Maybe. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Sure, maybe.
This is a man who couldn't make it through 1 mile without soiling himself. This guy's a fucking dork. He also happens to be a degenerate on top of that. Nick has an enthusiastic obsession with Catboy.
Yeah, I feel like Nick is not a role model for masculinity. If you're going to Nick Fuentes because you think he's like a masculine guy, then yeah, he's not. He's short. He's kind of small. He was kind of fat for a little bit. Yeah, he's not a Chad. Like, but I don't think anyone is listening to him for that reason. So if you're going to pick on him for something that he's not advertising or something he doesn't claim to be, then it's like, whatever. But it's so annoying too, because these people will like pick on guys for being like average height or like, I don't know, not being a good runner. And then like, I don't know, it's just these people have like everything negative to say in terms of like physicality and manliness. And then the people commenting him are like fat autists with like, you know, half-grown beard hair. They can't even grow a beard. And their jaw is deformed because they drink too much soda and all their food's soft. And they're on porn 6 hours a day. And then, oh, Catboy. Meanwhile, they're watching like femboy porn from like Rule 34 on there. It's like, yeah, so it's like, get out of here, bro. Like, nobody's buying this like moral high horse bullshit, and everyone wants to lecture everyone else on masculinity and tear everyone down. Meanwhile, this guy's sitting, you know, anonymous behind his camera, and you can just hear it in his voice. Like, he's not, like, you can hear his voice. He looks autistic. He's probably ugly. He's definitely ugly. He's a chud. Like, how much do you lift, bro? Like, what, are you a power lifter? You're gonna lecture us on the standard of masculinity? Like, which is also not something Nick has ever claimed, by the way.
He had a channel dedicated to them in the America First Discord. He has a documented history of lusting after traps, troons, and catboys on Twitter. But according to Nick, it's all just ironic, and he totally isn't gay. Right, sure.
I'm not gonna hate on this that much. I think it's like probably not good, but it's just a symptom of our time. Could be anyone.
Just like I ironically served in the army, and ironically believe in property rights, and ironically run this YouTuber, is conveyed in these videos, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It was ironic, guys. Literally no real information whatsoever is conveyed.
Also, some stuff is just ironic. I know, like, the whole slippery slope argument. Oh yeah, well, well, if that's ironic, then I'll just ironically suck dick and ironically be gay and ironically have a tranny black boyfriend. It's like, okay, but some stuff is just ironic. Like, not everything is like a slippery slope where it becomes like you're sucking dick ironically. Like, some things are just irony. So I don't see this as like a real thing. It's not good. Like, I'm not supporting this shit Nick's doing, but I'm like, when you go to Nick is there to tell you about politics. He's not there to be like a masculine role model who's never made a mistake. Like, all this boils down to is bro has made some mistakes. He's probably got some estrogen. He's small. These are not like real critiques that you would levy against a political commentator. Now, if it was like some cuck shit, like Jack Murphy, then yeah, then get this guy out of my face. You know, he shouldn't even be in public, let alone televising. But is Nick really the scandalous, like, totally awful guy, or is he just kind of like every Zoomer that goes to university now? They're just kind of these like small twinks who like are into femboy and are like have porn addictions, right? Yeah. That's just kind of like, that's the culture we live in. Like, get over it. I don't know. I also just don't think comparatively it's that bad.
These videos, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Everything's ironic. I guess it was also ironic when Nick used to go on other people's live streams so that he could excitedly talk about his dreams to build a Catboy harem. I didn't think that was ironic.
I don't know. Like, lighten up a little bit. Like, come on. Oh, Catboys. It's just, I don't know, fucking lighten up. Like, what are you? You're fucking the priest over here? Like, are you the fucking, bishop? It's the fucking pope over here is gonna fucking tell us to stop joking about Catboys? Like, I don't know, grow the fuck up.
Right. I didn't think that was a bit. He would genuinely, enthusiastically discuss this with people.
And that's the other thing, too, is, like, anyone who's slightly right-wing or traditional, they think that means that they're this morally righteous, perfect, have never sinned in their life. Like, if you talk to an atheist, all of them think that every Christian never sins. It's like, you take a Christian, and then they're like, oh, he sinned, but you're a Christian, oh, got him. It's like, no, that's not a got you, because obviously no Christian, unless you're a stupid fucking Baptist, and you're just like an annoying, insufferable, hypocritical cunt. But generally, the way it's supposed to work is like, being a Christian doesn't mean you never sin. Likewise, being right-wing or more Catholic doesn't mean that you never make an edgy joke or never have, an alternative position on things. Like, this is just annoying.
And this obsession culminated with a live stream where Nick took out the cross-dressing, horse-cock-filleting phenomenon Lolly Socks, aka Catboy Cammy, out on a date. A date with a man dressed as a woman on camera. But he's totally not gay, guys. Stop asking questions.
You know, Fuentes might come out swinging when it comes to politics, but ironically enough, he doesn't come out about his swinging at all when it comes to, like, his other proclivities. This guy really knows how to take a firm position, though. He's been doing it for years. You might seem to think his beliefs are hard to swallow, but he doesn't seem to have any...
Okay, I like gay joke. Which... I'm not saying it's good. I'm not gonna defend it, but he's saying it like he was on his knees sucking the guy's dick. Like... Obviously, that's just misrepresentation.
Problems there,
That's just not what happened. And if you have any evidence of that, maybe you should come forward with it instead of implying it, right? I'm just looking for some honest journalism over here, okay?
Whatsoever. And he doesn't mind the criticism, whether from the left or the right. He has no issue taking it from both sides. He takes it all on the chin. You look at this guy, you can tell he's deep in it.
He thinks this is funny. He thinks he's being clever, but like... I don't know, it's maybe just his voice, the like smugness from this like autistic brat, which like I kind of want to just beat him up. I don't know, just hearing this voice makes me want to like beat him up. I don't know. He's so smug, and yet like, does bro lift? Like, is bro 6'2"? I don't like, no.
Theology.
Is bro perfect? Is bro like, oh, I'm totally straight. I'm fucking 82 blonde virgins every night, bro. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of the whole, like, everybody purity spiraling and, like, going for the ad homs and, oh, here's the tea on this person. I'm just like, okay, this is not productive. And it's just an impossible standard now to hold anyone to, because if you have a career where everything you do and say is out in the open and it's being recorded and every message you send is being, recorded and cataloged and archived to be brought up 10 years later, then just fucking nobody's gonna be perfect. Maybe nobody can say anything, right? And it's like, does the left do this? Does the left do this to their own side? Do they, sell each other out and cancel each other and do all this pathetic infighting, this like smug, empty infighting over like something that's not even that bad? Like, it's not like he was on his knees sucking the guy's dick. If he did that, I'd be like, okay, then yeah, like maybe you're right. This is maybe someone who's a degenerate. They're not living what they preach. We should be skeptical of what they say, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. And this was definitely years ago when Nick was like much younger. And when you're younger, you tend to just do dumb, edgier shit. You tend to be like, you're not thinking carefully. You're not like thinking prudentially. You're just kind of like doing edgy sexual shit. And especially if it's like a college environment, or if you're like a skinnier guy, the kind of edgy sexual shit is gonna be half femboy gay shit. That's just kind of how it is. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. Now, if he was like actually, if there's any evidence that he's actually doing this shit, then yeah, come forward, right? Do some real journalism. But no, he's just gonna sit there and like sling mud from the corner over basically nothing, really.
Say, no, Nick wants women. He talks about how he wants women on his show. See, my theory, hear me.
Yeah, well, which is he? Is he a pedophile or is he gay? Like, pick a lane.
Out here, right, is that he wishes he wasn't gay. He doesn't really want women. He doesn't. He wants to want women. Does that make sense? I do believe he wishes he wasn't gay, but he is gay.
Also, just like weird autistic spurging and like speculation. Do you have like a point? Or are you just like speculating on a man's sexuality, which is pretty fucking gay?
Where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's a fucking forest fire worth of documented smoke here, alright? He says he wants to marry an OnlyFans woman. I don't think he actually does, but he would prefer that to a trad Christian.
Is he gonna actually play the clip? No, he's gonna just cite Discord messages. He just went into his Discord, and then he's like, alright guys, I'm making a video slandering Nick Fuentes, bring up every single piece of material that you can find, and then he's like scrolling through his Discord. This is a Discord message
that makes sense. Is that Nick wants women. He wishes he wasn't gay, but he's smoke here, all right? To a trad. He says he wants to marry an only.
Look at this. This is like, when is this? 26 Jan 26th. Yeah. So this is someone sending him material for the video. So this guy's also like a Discord, terminally online, probably porn addicted. Probably into some weird kinky shit. I'm just saying, like, there's a pipeline. If you're one of these, like, terminally online people, you're on Discord all day, getting all your fans to, like, send you... Now, this may not be a fan, because this has 3 million views. This might be... But this... no, this is X. Am I crazy? You can tell I'm not terminally online, because I can't tell if this is Discord or X. I actually don't know. Looks kind of like X. Yeah, the blue check mark, that's X. Okay. Never mind, okay.
Fans woman. I don't think he actually does, but he would prefer that to a trad Christian woman because the OF woman would be more willing to peg him, roleplay as a or engage in other depraved nonsense that feeds into his gay lusts. He says he's an incel, an involuntary celibate. But he's not. It's not involuntary. He's famous enough that he could get played despite having no game, right? Look at Turkey Tom. Chopped fucking guy, acting with women in any romantic capacity.
Like, this is gay. Why'd you put a picture of Turkey Tom in underwear? Why do you even have that? Like, goodness gracious. Disgusting.
He clearly lusts for men, but he can't be openly gay, right? None of that is involuntary.
And then, like, no receipts, no evidence. It's just... Here's one little thing that I found, and let's just milk it for all it's worth and just dogpile on this one thing with nothing of substance. Like, the substance ended an hour ago.
Celibacy. And it's reached the point where I'm willing to try anything here, so I propose...
Like, dude, does the gay joke never get old? Holy fuck, you've been doing, like, a 10-minute gay joke. Hurry up.
An intervention. A scientific, humane conversion therapy for Nash's diet. What'll be engaging in perfect bonds and a woman's brain. For in practice. And I suspect someone politically who I could easily bend over and rape. Like, sorry, but if I could make a short work of, like, sodomizing you, you cannot lecture me about
this is gay. I don't know, like, he's talking about sodomizing. Dude, you're the degenerate.
Libertarians are weak or how we need strong men in power. Strong men like you? You look like you'd make a good meal?
Yeah, these guys are twinks. I mean, you're right. I don't know. Like, who are them? I don't... See a video about Nick, and he's, like, showing a bunch of twinks.
For a guy like me. Jarvis, pull up that picture of Nick Fuentes standing next to Tucker Carlson. Look at this. Tell me he doesn't look like rape meat here.
I'm gonna kill me.
Like, what? This is gay. Oh, Nick, he looks like rape meat. What are you saying? You want to rape Fuentes? Like... What the fuck's wrong with you?
Political beliefs from masculinity and based trad value out of here. While being shorter than you want to lecture me about strength and masculinity and based trad values, while being shorter than the average West.
He's not. He does. So this is just a misrepresentation. Nick does not lecture people about masculinity and trad values. That's not what he does. So he just doesn't even know. He just doesn't even know. Look at this. Candace is taller than Nick. 5'6". So they're the same. And then look, he changed it to 5'5". So which is it?
Woman, but looking like you'd blow away in a stiff breeze.
So
Get
he's
the
just posting misinformation. Like, what the fuck?
fuck out of here. Also, he was caught gooning to transgender porn. I found an excellent video by this really cool detective explaining the investigation more eloquently than I probably would. Actually, so, let me play that for you real quickly.
It was late in the evening when my phone buzzed with a Twitter notification that Nick Fuentes, fake business national accounts and a trip down, posts fit emblem on point to X with
I don't know, this is not...
known as no smuggle.
He's not just gay, he's also...
Yeah, this is the center-right allying with left-wing to engage in the most, like, demonic, cackling character destruction based over really nothing. Oh no, he has like a Catboy Discord thing. Oh no. Like, really? This is the tea? This is all you got?
Fake. More specifically, probably fake in the way most things online are, which is to say an
I'm
FBI...
just not very impressed. Like, I don't know. And it's just so, like, what a woman. Oh, he's a bad person because gay. Okay. What are you? Like, some fucking libertarian faggot? Like, get out of here. You don't have any values. You have no morals. Like, get out of here. Your morals are let me do whatever I want and come goon in my goon chair in peace, and government leave me alone. Let me goon to child porn in peace, and government please don't arrest me.
Bland.
That's your politics, bro. Like, get out of here.
Let's talk about J6 real quick. Nick took part in the Stop the Steal rally that preceded the Capitol Hill riot. Nick claims he only attended the rally and left before the riot started. The thing is, his attendance glowed really, really brightly. The way everything played out was really, really suspicious, right? Consider, if you will, just how screwed over everybody else was, compared to Nick.
Yeah, I knew it. I literally predicted it 10 minutes ago.
It's really suspicious. No, it's really suspicious because Nick did not get arrested. And then
No, he did. Like, he made a video detailing this, so he's just gonna, like, more suspicious.
it's kind of suspicious. I don't know.
It's like Nick's responded to all of these and done videos bringing receipts like a normal person would do. But this guy's just gonna,
Oh, it's suspicious how he didn't get arrested and Milo said that.
and he's just gonna cite Milo. Like, what?
Over
here's law.
J6. Consider that Nick was actively encouraging people to storm the building, and they didn't charge Nick, by the way. Consider the lengths that the feds went to nab everyone they could over J6, and again, they didn't charge Nick, by the way. Consider the Banana Republic level corruption surrounding the initial J6 investigation.
Overstepped?
Which again, somehow missed
How does that help your case?
Nick, by the way. Consider Nick constantly being caught with a known fed. Consider that Nick lied
Caught with a known fed. What does that mean? You mean like Milo? What are you talking about?
how long the feds had his money, yet used it to fundraise anyway. Consider that Nick laughed at his own fans who got caught and imprisoned instead of him. Also, Nick admitted to Milo giving him a warning about stuff about to...
Okay, well, if he was with feds, why would he go? That wouldn't even make sense.
go down on J6, and him still going along with his fans.
But okay, but that would mean he's not a fed if he's being warned and he still goes anyway. If he's like, watch out, it's a honeypot.
I can't see how you can think it's an empty claim that he's a fed, right? This is compelling evidence that he's either controlled opposition or a...
Why would he be a fed and then get debanked and deplatformed and censored off the internet? Like, that would make no sense. This equates to like conspiracy theory level argumentation where it's like,
whoa, look at this thing over here. It's a fake image. See, that's suspicious. Oh, and look, it's a string in a video of a guy doing... Oh, look, the spacesuit has a string on it. Uh-oh, the moon is fake.
It's this level of conspiratard.
Oh, look, suspicious thing over here.
Like, and then they just leave it at that, and that's everything. So this is like the lowest Yeah, this is just like super low tier slop.
federal asset, one or the other. Especially when you combine this with his recent astroturfing, right? His posts are botted. I don't know if they're botted by...
Dude, everyone's botted. First of all, everyone's botted. Second of all, proof. Also, people botting Nick doesn't prove Nick paid for the botting. You can bot someone without them paying for it. So I don't know what does this even prove? Twitter is probably like half bots anyway. So the fuck does this even prove?
him, but they are botted. There's video evidence of this.
Also, what does that have anything to do with it being a Fed? Like, these are just total non sequiturs strung together that just make no sense.
These guys are being...
This guy's on ayahuasca. He's like fucking what if alt history over here. Like, get off the drugs. What is this?
astroturfed. Anyway, after J6, there was a dispute among the leadership of the America First Committee.
Also, that was his entire commentary on J6.
Oh, look, Nick didn't get arrested. That's suspicious. Come on, guys. Maybe he fed.
It's like, dude, like, grow up.
Community, particularly between Nick and his number 2, Patrick Casey. Patrick wanted to cancel that year's AFPAC, Nick's circle jerk convention held as a way to cope with being banned from CPAC because of security concerns about increased Fed attention. Nick didn't want to forfeit his annual opportunity to hook up with men, and so he refused, and this became a big gay drama. Patrick went on to disavow...
Like, okay, so look at the loaded language. Oh, he wanted to go fuck gay men. It's like, okay, so what you're really saying is Nick wanted to go to AFPAC. The other guy didn't, but Nick insisted. Okay, that's like a normal thing. That's not gay. That's like you want to host a convention and you don't want to like not host it because you've been investing money and like time to have this event. Okay, that's like a normal thing to do. It's not gay. There's nothing gay about it.
Nick and spill lots of tea. Pat's claims were that Nick is on
and it's so overdone, dude. Like, holy, you've made the gay joke 1,000 times already. Don't you get tired? He's like literally an autistic person. How they want 3,000 different train sets, and like the first 13 weren't exciting enough. They need 1,000. Like, holy, run the joke into the ground. Like, goodness.
no-fly list. Nick is under FBI investigation. Nick's bank accounts are frozen, and that because of this, Nick had been...
Okay, then how's he fed?
...turned into a federal asset and is using the convention to gather data on his followers to
What fucking retard? This is total Spurg retard. Like, this doesn't even make sense.
turn over to the feds to save his own skin.
Like, what total Spurg nonsense?
Really, the fact that Nick sold out his followers to avoid prison is just offensive to me. Because let's be honest about what he gave
He sold out his Okay. With no proof, by the way.
up, right? This man would have been a king of Rikers Island. He'd be everyone's favorite guy there. He'd be passed around like contraband, like currency, like a cigarette.
He's like, this guy's getting off to the idea of like Nick getting gang raped. And then he's gonna call Nick the degenerate. This guy's fucked in the head.
Right. He would be the most sought-after commodity in the entire...
Like, this guy's obsessed with sodomy. Like, holy fuck, this guy's gay. Holy fuck, dude.
Metaphorically, really a tragedy. Anyway, in response to all this, Nick shit his pants metaphorically.
Like, this dude, bro. Like, his whole post is, like, making fun of Nick for, like, something to do with cat boys. And then this entire video is just rife with nasty degeneracy left, right, and center. Like, this is exactly what you should expect from these libertarian scum. Like, just fucking disgusting, nasty, spiteful, venomous, gross, disgusting. He's like fantasizing about gang rape of a guy. Like, this is disgusting.
This time, and demanded pledges of loyalty
Like total lack of self-awareness.
from all of his friends and followers. And this led to many homoerotic pledges of
Okay, so now you're... Okay.
loyalty from his capos to the Maximut Führer. And speaking of eroticism, Jeffrey Epstein. Have you noticed that after the Epstein files dropped, a lot of people were like, wow, Epstein was based, dude. He said slurs and he didn't like black people. I saw a lot of this online and I thought it was kind of absurd. Who cares if Epstein was based? This guy cracked children. The same people glazing Epstein are the guys who love Nick Fuentes, and both for the same reason, I suspect.
So this is literally guilty by association. You're saying some guys thought Epstein was based, and those same guys also like Nick. Therefore, Nick bad, which doesn't even make sense. Like, that's not even coherent. That doesn't even logically cohere. So like, let me think about it. Let's reframe it this way. I don't like Israel. Muslims don't like Israel. Therefore, I'm bad because I'm just like the Muslims. Like, obviously not. Like, this is so retarded. I don't like trannies. Aliens from a different planet who want to genocide and kill everyone and will also kill trannies don't like trannies. Therefore, I'm the same as genocidal aliens. Like, it's total. It makes no sense at all. Like, his level. He's trying to, like, do guilt by association with random Twitter mob. Like, what the fuck is this?
They're quote-unquote based on a couple of issues and heckin' funny or whatever, and so these retarded right-wingers, most of whom I suspect are brown, will give them infinite
That much is true, but so what?
backing and credibility, despite them being awful on every fucking other issue. Nick Fuentes is basically Epstein if Epstein was Hispanic instead of Jewish and therefore had no...
Okay. Wow. So, Nick is Epstein. Okay. Wow. Great take. Amazing content. Amazing thoughts being generated by this thought leader of our time. Wow. Nick Fuentes is Epstein. Wow. Wow. Truly insightful.
motion. I'm not even being hyperbolic here, by the way. They're similar to the point that Epstein even defended himself against pedophilia claims with the same argument Nick Fuentes used. Epstein wrote, and I quote, "According to Wikipedia, as a medical diagnosis, pedophilia is typically defined as a psychiatric disorder characterized by sexual interest in prepubescent children, generally aged 13 years or younger."
Okay. So, yeah, so you're just definitionally wrong.
The young woman for which I received that sentence was 17 3/4 years old. This is, of course, the exact same logic Nick uses when...
Okay, what's wrong with that? That's logically sound. Is that not logically sound? That's not pedophilia. That's under the age of consent, but if we're going off the Wikipedia, I mean, now, if you're citing Wikipedia as a definition, that's not good, because there's going to be local laws where you're being charged, or if it's maybe a criminal court, some kind of federal law, or provincial law, I guess, or whatever, that is going to take precedence over the Wikipedia definition. Wikipedia is not an authority. It's not relevant necessarily if it's a criminal court case. What happened to, innocent until proven guilty? All these fucking stupid libertarians love their rights so much until it's Epstein. And then they make fun of him for exercising his rights, which is like, legally, definitionally. And let's just assume he was quoting some kind of like statute or law instead of Wikipedia. That would be a valid argument. He's not a pedophile if it's X age or younger and he's dating 17 3/4. Also, really, like, was it actually 17 3/4? Because, yeah, that's not even bad.
When he explains why it's not pedophilia.
Obviously, the problem with Epstein is not that he was, like, dating a 17 3/4-year-old. The problem was, like, he was a Jewish fixer, compromising elites and blackmailing them to run our country. And then also was probably doing creepy, messed up shit to people in the background on his island. Shit far worse than, like, dating a 17 3/4-year-old. Just saying.
For him to want to crack 14-year-olds.
When the Holy Spirit selected Mary, did the Holy Spirit go, let's look for a mature woman that I have something in common with?
True.
Did a person of the Trinity go around and say, I need to find one of those mature women that is smart and has common interests and things in common with me? Or did the Holy Spirit go and say, how old was the Virgin Mary? I think she was like, well, she wasn't 18, I'll say that much. Certainly wasn't 18. You know what I expect? A fertile womb. A fertile womb and a sort of innocent, childlike spirit. Playful, coy, fun. All these people in the chat, dude, just stop. Shut up. Shut up. I'm banning people. If you're telling me to stop, fuck you. I'm out here free thinking, okay? And if I've got weird sexual interests...
Yeah, heaven forbid you have, like, a controversial take to be funny or controversial. Heaven forbid you say something, like all these little soy pussies, all these little right-wing, like, women, they all turn into women as soon as it's pedophilia.
Oh my gosh, that's not cool. That's not acceptable. You can't say that.
Like, dude, grow the fuck up. It's the internet.
And if I'm dropping these red pills on you, you're gonna shut up and stop, dude, just stop. Why? What am I scaring the hoes? Good. Fuck them hoes. You want to go to the Correct Opinion show? Go watch TV. And you can watch all.
Now, Nick's overreacting. He shouldn't overreact here, but also he's stringing together all these clips in a row over probably the course of an hour.
All the Correct Opinions havers tell you about how they want same-aged wives, and they want to talk about their interests, and they want to do normal, not weird things. Okay? More 30-year-olds for you. Abundant, plenty of 30-year-old fish in the sea for you guys, okay? Because I'm in the shallow end of the pool. Looking for them hoes that can't swim.
Nick spent 18 minutes on livestream defending Jeffrey Epstein,
That's obviously a joke, like, you stupid retard.
talking about how he was based, actually, and that there was nothing wrong with the sex trafficking, that the only bad thing about Epstein was that he worked with Israeli intelligence.
He also didn't say that. He said the main point that was problematic was that he worked with Israeli intelligence, not that everything else was okay and that trafficking women is okay. So he's just straight up lying. Nick never said that.
Even putting aside that this is exactly what a Fed would say, that's a fucking retarded take and you're a pedophile trying to normalize your sick beliefs, right?
That's also not what a Fed would say. A Fed would not point out Israeli connections. A Fed would spurg about, like, women. Think of the women, think of the children. What does the federal office do all day? But, you know, interview poor brown women and children to open the border and support immigration. They don't go around commenting on Israel and foreign policy. That's not what a Fed would do.
And to me, the thing that is so fucking stunning about Nick Fuentes' Epstein comments is how he frames his position as like some epic truth bomb, when he's like completely, utterly, and objectively wrong. He's so fucking smart.
He's like completely and utterly and objectively wrong.
It's so, like, holy atheist Chud over here. Like, goodness gracious, bro. Total atheist Chud over here.
He's just objectively wrong.
Like, nigga, you don't have any ethics at all. You don't have any standard for right or wrong. How are you gonna tell me, the fucking libertarian cuckold over here, with no ethics at all, gonna tell me that XYZ ABC is ethically wrong? Like, get the fuck out of here. So insufferable. These highfalutin, you know, moral high horsing fucking libertarians. Get out of here.
About claim defense for possibly the worst pedophile since Muhammad. He's so smarmy about it. We have literal photo evidence of Epstein with the
Cohen,
children.
why is pedophilia wrong? Human rights? Where do rights come from? What's a right? I thought we were monkeys. How do you go from monkeys to rights? Where did the rights part come in? Oh, you don't actually have a worldview. You have a bunch of nonsense. Okay.
Children he trafficked. You're not gonna tell me that like an 8-year-old with a blurred out face is a 14-year-old prostitute who knows what she's doing, or whatever the fuck the latest pedophile cope is. And even if they were 14, by the way, that would...
I don't think Nick was defending like Epstein for raping women. He wasn't doing that. He was saying what was more important and what was more, like, what should be the focus is the compromise of our political leaders and ultimately our nation's sovereignty, which is a bigger issue than, like, I don't know, a couple, even if it was 100, like a couple hundred women getting raped. Like, obviously that's not good, but compared to, like, the Muslim, you know, rape gangs that are going along, which is only possible because you have fixers like Epstein compromising the politicians so that they shut up and let this shit happen, let the Muslims pour into the country, just saying. That's more important. That's what Nick was saying. He wasn't defending or saying the pedophilia is okay. Obviously not.
Still be fucking awful, despite...
So this guy's just dishonest. Like, obviously Nick is not defending the rape of 8-year-olds, so what the fuck does this have to do with anything?
repulsive beliefs about children being mature enough at that age. Even if you think teenage girls deserve to get raped and trafficked because they're sexually mature, which is disgusting, it wouldn't matter.
No one's saying
Is
that.
anyone seriously going to sit there and act like some of these pictures aren't of some 6 or 7-year-old girls? Look, I've got young relatives I care a lot about, and maybe I see my own family members in a lot of these victims.
Yeah, maybe you're a little emotional woman with bitch think, and you think, that's my little girl. Yeah, but this is all moot, because nobody's defending this. Nick is not defending this, so what the fuck is this doing in your video? No, this is just slop. This is slop. I'm done. I was hoping for, like, something, but it was just the most low-tier shit. He just brings up Mojan 6 and does no commentary, no receipts, no insight, no analysis, no breakdown. The video is just one big dick joke. One big gay gang rape sodomy joke, which is disgusting, by the way. So yeah, I mean, like, what do you expect? There's a reason this guy has, 30K subs. People will, like,
Nick is an Israeli agent.
like, how dumb can you be, bro? Like, why the fuck would Nick be an Israeli agent? He's literally the biggest, most popular, most aggressive, serious, like, actual critic of Israel that there is. Who else is doing real political commentary, like critiquing Israel with that degree of following? Nobody. Like, why the fuck would he be an Israeli agent? That makes no sense. No sense. He hates Israel. He's the one who called out Israel and has turned all of Instagram anti-Semitic. Him alone. Look at them all. Fucking disgusting sodomites. Yeah, I don't like Turkey Tom on either, but again, it's unnecessary. Libertarians are disgusting cucks. They don't have any positions. Like, it's a knee-jerk, I want a goon in my room alone, leave me alone, mom reaction. You have no worldview. You have no position. You don't have a real position. You just want more heckin' rights, man. This guy's like a total chud. He's not brown. He's not a homosexual. Listen, if you're gonna call someone a homosexual, I need evidence of them sucking dick. I'm sorry, that's my new standard. I'm inventing it right now. If you're gonna call someone gay, I need some solid evidence that they suck dick. Otherwise, I'm gonna suspend judgment. Okay. Now, like queer, yeah, okay. If you want to call someone queer and be like, that's a weird voice, that's pretty queer. This guy is you know. He has an ear pierced. That's kind of queer. Yeah, fine, but I don't know. The whole like everyone's gay thing is just really annoying and low tier, and everyone does it. Everybody's gay, everybody's this, it's just like, okay. Nick's ideology is based on whatever TikTok video he's seen. That's just not true. These people don't know what Nick talks about. They have no clue. Yeah, these are like the stupidest of goy down here. Anyway, let's fuck this. I was kind of hoping for something, but it was just really disappointing. There wasn't a single real critique in that video at all. And he didn't even talk about January 6th or Stop the Steal or Charlottesville. He didn't even talk about any of these things in depth. He just glossed over them and then threw up some Reddit post saying, alleging some bullshit. Like, I don't know. Very weak sauce, very lame. But that's it from me. I mean, I like Nick's politics, I guess. They're kind of cool. I don't even agree with him. I'm not Catholic. I'm not like an American nationalist. I live in Canada. But I don't know, like, and I'm not even defending him because I don't think he's the best role model for masculinity, but like, nuance exists, right? You can like acknowledge that somebody isn't perfect and maybe doesn't agree on every single point while still supporting them or appreciating the work that they do and like keeping tabs on them. You don't have to like worship the guy or like hate the guy and wish for him to be sodomized, right? Like, there's a middle ground. You don't have to choose between like loving Nick Fuentes and dying for him and buying all his merch and like like fantasizing and writing fanfics about him getting sodomized in jail like a fucking creep. But that's my take. Leave your comments, I suppose. Most of you are goy. You probably shouldn't post a comment. Actually. Most of you should probably not be commenting. The whole like give the voice to the people. No, the people are stupid. They don't deserve a voice. Most of them anyway. But go ahead. I don't know. It's worth seeing what the goy are thinking, even if it is stupid. That's it from me. Take care.